Hi, okay. So today I want to talk about a little bit about The Invisible Maniac. It's this old movie from I think 88. It's dated and it's about this weird creepy dude that really likes women in a perverted way. And then he's like and then his mom's always like you need to focus on science and eventually he develops um, an invisibility serum. However, when he goes to like test it out in front of all of his like scientific colleagues, he like it doesn't work, and then he ends up like murdering a bunch of people, and that's where the movie starts off. He escapes, and now he's a high school teacher trying to become invisible still, and he actually ends up solving it. It's quite the interesting movie, I would say, because it's not good. The invisibility effects were kind of ridiculous because like they just do like the old school like electric effect around him, and then he just vanishes, and then whenever there's like he's doing something and he's invisible, it's just like something flies off the shelf or like somebody falls and they're like whoa, and it's like very silly the way they went about filming it, but it's pretty good in a bad way. It's like fun. Like if you ever seen the Leprechaun movies, it's bad like that, and I love that kind of bad, and I would recommend it. If you like those movies. If you don't like those movies, do not watch this because it's really hot garbage. That's what I would say. And for some reason, they really wanted to go with the nudity and the weird sex in this. Like the principal is like a pedophile essentially, and like bribing people with sex and like doing weird things. I don't really get that part. I don't know why they wanted to add that into a weird horror movie. And then my favorite part of the whole movie is when they did the invisible battle. So someone else gets the invisibility serum, and then they have a fight. But since this is like filmed such a long time ago, they can't really do it or show it that well. So there's just like things like flying around the room, and then like weird sound effects. And I'm like, wow, they really made that movie, and I don't know why. But it was interesting to watch, I will say. I think it's available on Amazon Prime, but I would say check it out if you like bad movies. And on top of that, I would say the set pieces were kind of cool, like in the 80s style. Well, it's like some of them were like just a basic prison, and he's just in a field in a jumpsuit, and it's like, is this a prison or is this just a field you guys shone some lights on? And the acting when he was on the field was really funny. He acts like obviously a maniac, but like a complete like just weirdo. Like he has no social skills. And it's like whatever school hired him in this like world that he's being invisible in is really stupid because they just hired some like basically random dude who said he was a professor. And it's like he probably was because he was a scientist, but maybe don't hire the guy that escaped from jail or like do a background check or something. But no, they let the invisible maniac into their school, and he was a little weirdo. He was doing some crazy things. Trying to think of what else there was to say about this movie. It's so not deep and like so just kind of something somebody made one day. Like I feel like a bunch of teenagers could make this movie nowadays. Just have to find an old enough guy to play the professor. Yeah, and the other main cast. So there's a maniac I've talked about, the weird pedophile principal, who is a woman, by the way, so progressive, I guess. There was also the teenagers in this movie, which are like the worst people ever. Like some of the teenagers are like being like, oh, like basically giving the funds advice that they should go sweep of the boyfriend because they'll marry them if they do. They'll immediately marry them, and then obviously that doesn't happen because they all get murdered. And then like all the teenagers are like all the female characters except the principal pedophile were cheerleaders. Why is everybody a cheerleader in the school? And then, of course, all the dudes are jocks, right? It's quite weird. And then the last character that really caught my notice is for some reason the school had the Hunchback of Notre Dame as its janitor, and I'm like, why is there just this creature that grumbles Like it's obviously a dude, but he can't speak. He just kind of shuffles around, and I'm like, why is he in this movie? Like, what does this add? I guess at one point he finds out the invisible maniac is murdering people, doing crazy things, and he tries to tell people, but like he can't because he just grumbles and does weird things. But I'm like, why was this necessary to the plot of the movie to add a just a disabled man for no reason? Like, obviously that like you should add people with different disabilities, but like it was in like an insulting way. I would say they made him look like crazy and like just like creepy. Meanwhile, he was actually trying to be like a good person. So I guess honestly, actually good moral for him. But really, really strange movie. I would probably give it like a 4 out of 10. Like you can get through the movie, but like if you watch half of it and then you stopped, you kind of know what you're in for the rest. So the Invisible Maniac kind of meh, but you know, something to watch if you're bored. That's what I would say.